And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. As you can see guys, currently on the road. I did say I'm going to be on the stag do this weekend, so yeah, obviously no live streams yesterday, no match reactions, but basically it's been the morning after. I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions after that disgrace yesterday as Rangers lost 3-1 to Aberdeen at Ibrox. Now I speak about our home games a lot, I really do. I go about our home games. I think they're so important to what it is we're trying to do. When we're looking to try and push on for league titles, you start losing at home, there's massive problems, and losing in the manner of which Rangers did by 3-1, regardless of there being a man sent off as well, regardless of there being potential injuries. Aberdeen are ranked rotten. Again, they are crap. Yes, they can point to Rangers dominating possession. Rangers had loads of chances, but Rangers didn't score goals. Yes, bar one, a consolation goal, great. But we didn't do good enough. We're poor. We're really poor. It's been alarm bells all season, and Michael Beale's spent all this money on duds. Absolute duds. The striking department are horrendous for Rangers. So we can make all the excuses that we need to. Again, it's 3 points dropped once again at Ibrox. I can't believe it. I can't believe that we lost 3-1. I watched part of the Motherwell and the Celtic game, obviously the ending. That's a champion winning side. If you think we're winning the league, you got another thing coming. Celtic are at the poorest of cinnamon absolutely ages, but still managed to find a way to win at Fir Park right at the end, even after conceding a last-minute equaliser that it seemed they went up the other end and scored another goal. And that's what champions do, and that's what they did. They got 3 points. Rangers can't do that. We haven't got the mentality. Our squad is rank rotten. And people are calling for the manager now. But if the manager goes out now, say who we bring in, Graham Potter, he's inheriting shit. He's inheriting shit for the remainder of the season. And we've got to try and cope, go back into January, and they'll be like, well, we're not going to spend that much money in January. We'll wait to the summer transfer window. We'll get to the summer transfer window. We'll do this big quote-unquote rebuild where they will get rid of the players, bring other players in that are now on seriously long contracts, all duds. As I said, Lammers, Dessers, these boys, all duds. And then we're back to square one again with a new manager, new philosophy, and again, another year wasted. Again, not to mention, by the way, Celtic going on to win the league means that we'll be going into the Champions League. Look, the Scottish coefficient is dropping. It is dropping so much. It's in free fall. Look, this is going to be the last really year, I believe, Scottish football will be getting an automatic place into the Champions League. And the 3 years that we have got these places, we did all the hard work and the coefficients in Europe. And those 3 years now, guess what? We've gave it to Celtic every single time, and they're going to be getting £40 million. They got £40 million last year, £40 million this year. Another advantage, they're going into the new league phase of the Champions League to guaranteed 10 games of football. Easier playoff rounds and the knockout rounds. They could get 12 games in the Champions League. They're going to be taking steps and leaps and bounds ahead of us financially. It's super frustrating. Not to mention they'll be on 54 titles, just one behind us. I think they'll equal our trophy total or overtake our trophy total. It's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. I can't believe what's going on with Rangers at the moment, especially after yesterday. My thoughts are, I don't know what to think anymore. I just think sometimes, look, is it Bill's fault or is it just simply the recruitment? Is Bill the manager? I know people will ask, oh, he can go out. But look, we are dominating play. He's absolutely right. We're still dominating. We're having chances. We're not putting them away. We've just got duds as players within our Rangers team, and that's the simple thing there. So we can look at it and we can compare it and say, look, Bill needs to go, which I don't think Bill is the main man. I think Gio Van Bronckhorst was wrongfully sacked last year. Really, now I look back on it. At the time, I did feel like it was the right decision, but now I look back on it, I do think it was the wrong decision. Now, if we're looking at the situation with regards to Bill, as I said, if he gets sacked, then what? We're going to bring Graham Potter in. This is the favourite. This is what the fans want to see, is maybe Potter come in, which would be great, but he's inheriting shit. So he's going to have this shit team for the remainder of the campaign. Then we're going to be, as I said, we're going to be doing the whole campaign with Dessers and Lammers still up top. And we've got no attacking quality. This was a problem last year. I said I would rather have an uninterested, overweight Alfredo Morelos, an uninterested Ryan Kent over Sam Lammers and Cyril Dessers. They're mints. They're crap. They're really bad. But how can we not, as fans, could have told you that ages ago? We could have told you that in the summer when we're looking at their goal statistics. I know stats aren't everything in football, but when you're looking at a striker, usually, if they have 1 goal in 30 games, that would usually tell me that they're pretty crap. And I think we've just dropped massive amounts of bollocks with our team, and we've just got a team full of duds, and I don't know where to go with this Rangers side. As I said, there's people, the fan base is not even split. The fan base are booing the players at half-time, and rightfully so, because they're not performing. They aren't performing, and they aren't converting, they aren't winning the games that are at hand here, especially at home, especially in a quote-unquote derby with Aberdeen. It's a situation that needs to be amended as soon as possible, and I don't know. I haven't got the answers in terms of what's going to happen. I really don't. I think Bill will be given time just because he spent a lot of money. And Bill is, in the eyes of the Rangers board, a prodigy. He's a person that's up and coming. They got rid of Gio van Bronckhorst for him. As I touched upon, Giovanni van Bronckhorst never had this situation with regards to what Bill's had. You know, papped out of the Champions League, lost big game, losing at Ibrox, a big game in terms of the Old Firm, now losing to Aberdeen, losing to Kilmarnock. We're talking about 4 games now from this season, losing big games that we should have been winning, maybe bar PSV, yeah, but the other games we should be winning. And Giovanni van Bronckhorst never had a situation like that. We're talking about proper injury exodus. He had loads of players out. We had Leon King and Sands starting as a centre-back partnership in a game against Napoli, and Liverpool was the most informed team in Europe at the time, and he was sacked because he was dropping points at St Mirren. And at the time I was saying, yes, Gio Ball was boring, right? But the thing is, they maybe should have given him some time and some leeway because of the injuries he actually had at hand. This is Bill's squad. Yes, there's a few players that are out, but as I said, these are these attacking players. It's not the quality in the middle of the park that's causing us the problems, not that thing. It's the attacking players that he's brought in that are posing us the biggest problems. They're just not good enough. Dessers and Lammers are crap. And it just brings me back to the point I was speaking to my friend earlier on. You know, why didn't we just go get Shankland in? If we're going to be paying 2 or 3 million quid for these dud strikers that we've got, why didn't we go and bring Shankland in? At least he's proven, at least he's got goals. And if he's playing in a better team, he's going to convert the same chances and score goals. He would score a couple of goals yesterday against Aberdeen. So I do think it's very frustrating. I'm very lost. I've kind of given up with the season. I don't think we're going to overturn 7 points. I don't know how we are 7 points behind. This is the worst Celtic are going to be. This is the worst they're going to be, and they're still finding ways to win. They're still finding ways to win. And they've got an injury problem. They're depleted. They're not good, but they're still finding ways to win. And that's the difference between us and them. We're losers, they're winners, and our season is over. We probably will maybe win the League Cup. We can maybe do a cup double. We are not winning the league. There's no chance we're winning the league. And I don't like to be a defeatist, but we're not winning the league this year. It's already done in my mind. 7 points behind on the 1st of October. We have this massive rebuild. It's done. I'm gutted. I really am gutted. And yeah, that's it. Do let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below, guys. What did you make of the game yesterday? What do you make of Rangers in total? What do you think needs to happen? As I said, do let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. That does bring us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. And I'll be back in the studio very, very soon. Take care. Peace.